Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the FV3805. It's a Tier 9 British SPG. It's located on the south spawn of Pearl River, and this one is under the command of CL1CKER. Well, game on. We've got a 2 replay video for you featuring the FV3805. CL1CKER's got 3 marks of excellence on the barrel, and yes, he does stream on Twitch TV. I'll leave a link down below so you can actually watch him online. Now this has got the 7.2 inch howitzer, which is actually the top gun on the FV3805. Its caliber is 182.9 millimeters, 850 alpha. Okay. Read the rest of the text. Yep, 46 millimeters of pen, but 9.5 meters burst radius. The standard reload for this Arty is 35.47, but CL1CKER's got it down to 28.56, which is actually quite low. When he's aiming towards the east of the map, the heavy alley, and some enemy tanks are coming to sight. Unfortunately, he doesn't really have a line of sight from here because he goes red every time he tries to aim at those tanks. Something is obstructing field of fire. I think it's the mountain itself. Okay, looking, there's an IS-4 there. You may wonder why I've gone into this mode. It's actually down to the fact that CL1CKER has a habit of actually moving before, or just after he fires, which means you miss out on what he actually does. Excuse me. Okay, he's telling the Manticore to pull back, fires the round in. Oh, that's good. He managed to get 116 hit points of splash. Whilst he's relocating, I actually managed to get the client to work at last. Yes, I mentioned in the Brass video that we've lost, or at least I've lost the Aslains mods, but no, I managed to keep them after all. I finally managed to turn a Virgin client into a modded client instead. Okay, he's lining up his second shot, fires it in. Well, he does hit the T-57 Heavy, and the Leopard prototype is being, well, pummeled by 3 enemy tanks. And there's not a lot he can do, but oh! No, that's interesting. The Leopard prototype just took out the T-57 Heavy, and it looks like CL1CKER might be able to give them some hand. The CS-63's been turned on his side, so he's no longer able to help, and the Wizzy 11114 is now a one-shot. Well, he got some damage on both tanks, the CS-63 and the Wizzy 11114, and another enemy tank is deciding to join in, try and help his teammate, and he's got stuck. Oh my god, look at this. Got 4 enemy tanks, one of which is on its side, the other one's stuck because he went over the cliff and he can't get out. Unfortunately, our Leopard is now dying. Yes, he's gone. But CL1CKER gets another shot into the mass, going for the IS-3 too, and he gets damage on the, well, got damage on the CS-63. He's gone down. The IS-3-2's gone down. This is brilliant. We're now 4 tanks up on the enemy. Okay, CL1CKER's spotted a Guerrilla 15 over the other end of the map. He's almost loaded. Let's see if he can hit this guy. Rounds out. Remember, no armor on Guerrillas. Long flight time. And he wipes him out with 1 round. 724 hit points. Somebody hit the Guerrilla just before our shell landed and brought him down to a 1-shot value. And he's out the game. So our team is now doing very well. We're 5 tanks up on the enemy. And some heavy damage for CL1CKER on the enemy. That Tortoise is being torn to shreds. He's gone. Okay, we've got a Yak Tiger and a Heshbarn. The Heshbarn will make the better target. Yep, he's noticed that. Thinner armor. Much easier to destroy. Okay, he's lined up. Rounds out. Looks good. Oh, the shell ran short. It fell a fair distance away from the aim point, unfortunately. CL1CKER's changing position. There's only 5 enemy left, and everyone's now focusing on those tanks over on the west side of the map. Okay, there's the Yak Tiger and the Leopard 1. Can't see the Heshbarn. He is still in the game. We're lining up on the leopard. And there's the Heshbon. We're going for it. Rounds out. Long flight time. Oh, it exploded between the two. But he actually did more damage to the leopard. And the leopard took some stun assist. And CLER's moving again. This is going to be a rather fast battle. And it's pummeling the enemy to death. There's only 4 of them left now. They've lost their Arty. They've just lost their Jagdtiger. And now it's going for the Heshbon. We're fully dialed in. Go for it. Take him. There's the leopard. Okay, go for it. He takes the shot. Oh, it goes long. Oh, that's unfortunate. We did get the stun assist. And now there's only 1 enemy left. And it's a leopard 1. And he's just gone. And that is the end of the game. So a very quick battle. And it's a victory. Here's the end of battle stats. And that was an ace tanker game for CLERin the FV3805. You wouldn't have believed it. But those tanks milling around at the bottom of the village actually gave him the opportunity to score big damage on the enemy. He actually got a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 8. And he also got a Confederate as well for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. The only tank he killed in the game was the Guerrilla 15, but that was with a penetrating shot at long range. If we look at the team score, we can see what else he did. Well, the highest damage in the game turned out to be done by the BZ58, or 68 rather, who did 3,527 hit points of damage. We can see that the BZ55 managed 3,379 and the Manticore managed 3,047. Unfortunately, CLERonly got 2,376, but he got enough stun assist to make up the difference and get the ace tanker. When it came to kills, he only got the 1, but the top scorer was the Guerrilla 15 on our team with 3 kills. 2 kills went to the M103 on our team, and on the enemy team, their IS-4 managed to get 2 kills as well, and CLER only got the 1, as I said. When it came to base XP, CLER's at the top of the table, 1,190. The only player to get over 1,000 base in that game. 974 went to the Manticore and 901 went to the Cobra. He only fired 8 rounds in that game to get an ace tanker, which is pretty surprising. But you have to remember that when he was firing those rounds in, where they were all piled up, he was hitting multiple tanks at the same time. And you can see that in the splash damage. You can see 13 splashes in the game of 8 shots. So yes, he was hitting multiple tanks at the same time. 2 direct hits on the enemy, 1 penetrating shot. That was the Guerrilla 15. 2,376 hit points of damage, all of it at more than 300 meters. Damaged 8 of the enemy, killed 1, and did 3,726 hit points of stun assist off 11 stuns. Now, he did earn a profit, 80,549 credits. And he also got 3,570 XP as well. So a decent game by CLER. You can normally see these games on his Twitch stream. As I said, I'll give you a link so you can actually go and have a look if you want to. It's worth subscribing to him. And let's have a look at the second replay. The second replay is on the Outpost map, and we're on the northeast corner. Game on. Now this Arty was based on the Centurion, and they did make 2 prototypes, but they never put it into production because it was cancelled. Not because there wasn't any Centurions, it's just actually by the time they actually came to think about building them, they decided that this vehicle had already been superseded by other vehicles which were much better and cheaper. You can see CLER's going for the heavy area. Rounds out on the alley. Direct hit with his first shot on the leopard. It didn't pen, but it did hit. Okay, he's moving. Okay. He was still having a look at the leopard area, but he's changed his view. He's now looking to the south. We've got a Type 61 moving up rather rapidly. Rounds out. Oh, got some damage on him and stunned him. Okay, so their Type 61 is being their scout. Meanwhile, Biz 55's turned up on the heavy alley, so, or I should say the Castle Alley, Castle Road. Nobody gone to the north at the moment. We've only got the Heshbarn guarding that route and a BZ-58-2 somewhere nearby. Aha, Biz 55 rounds out. Direct hit! 400 hit points from that one. Unfortunately, whilst he's actually hitting these areas, he's not getting a stun assist at the moment, but he might now, because that Biz 55, if he keeps pumping rounds down at our teammates further away, then there's a possibility he might get hit and stunned and then stun assist. But we're going for the Type 61 for the moment. Can we see him? No. It's pulled back. I get the feeling he knows Clicker's reloaded. And yes, he is still there. Okay, he's trying to get a shot. Lining it up. Testing it. It's a difficult shot. Nope. He's actually decided he's going to go for the Biz 55 again. He's lined up. Just let it dial in. There he is. Rounds out. Another direct hit. 237 off that one. Let's change position. Just enough. Now there are some enemy tanks in the town this time. He's still going back to the castle. You can see the enemy Arty are focusing on our guys because they've grouped together. Rounds out. Oh, I think that one went to the left, definitely. Jaegeru, perfect target. Okay, now let's do some damage to him because our Leopard's in a position. BZ-75's in position. Okay, rounds out. Well, it stunned him. Didn't get any damage, but it did stun him. And he is taking damage, so we are getting stun assist. And one of those shots came from somebody with a very big gun. I think it was our Heshbarn. Just hit the Jaegeru. I think he's going to stay with these guys for the moment because he will get stun assist off this slot if he keeps punching these rounds in. He's almost loaded. Loads it up and rounds out. Oh, ran short again. Okay, he's found a new hiding place and going back to the Jaegeru. Where to put the shell. Rounds out. Ran short this time. It's not going where he wants them to go. Oh, got some stun assist off that one. Now, if he can loop the shell over the top of the house, that's going to be the problem. The roof of those houses normally actually prevent a shell hitting the target. Is he going to go for the Jaegeru? Well, he changed his mind for a moment, but there's still an AMX M451 there. Where's he going? Okay, M451 is actually a little further to the south. He's trying to get into the castle grounds. He's full health, that M451. He hasn't taken any damage yet, so might be a good time to put a shell into him. Rounds out. There's the Kunstpanzer. He's actually decided to go for the 54, changes his mind, go back to the Kunstpanzer. Okay, and then goes for the M451. I don't think he can make up his mind which one to go for yet. Lined up on the Kunstpanzer. Rounds out. This should be better. It's a direct hit. That's bound to have crippled him. Just need somebody to spot him, find out how much damage we did. It's a juicy target, the Viz55 tier 10 with tier 9 Arty. That's going to make a big damage. Yep. 321 right into his side. Okay, he's changed his position. And the Viz55 went down because the Heshbarn got him. We did get the stun assist. It was 666. That's kind of ominous, isn't it? Mind you, we're up to nearly 2,500 stun assists, which means there might be an ace tanker in this. Okay, he's changed his aim again. He wants to get the E5, but the problem is that that rock he's right again alongside, it's going to take the shell. Keeps testing to see where he can go. The Kunstpanzer just in that area. Okay, the E5 is now in trouble because he's got two facing him and he's decided to go all in. So if we can put around into the M4, well, the E5 has gone down. So we really need some damage or at least some stun on that M451 or this FV55. He's taking damage. Can we get a shell? Ramps out. Yes, he's pulled back. And he does get some stun from that. Doesn't get any splash. And he fixes the stun straight away with his first aid kit. We've gone back to the Kunstpanzer. I can understand why CL1CKER's trying his best to find a target that he can hit, can do damage to. But at the moment, it's really difficult. Oh, we did get a direct hit on the Kunstpanzer or somebody over there. Could be a lion, could be the Type 61. So somebody took a shell because they knocked the tree down for cover. Okay. And the AMX M451's gone down. The Viz55's still there. Now, is CL1CKER going to go for it? Keeps looking around for the next target. Yes, 51 would make a nice target, but it's only 182 hit points. Okay, Kunstpanzer. Splash kill. Definitely within range, or within splash rather, I should say. He's teasing it around to see if he can get the right position. Going to the Viz55. Oh, this looks better. No, and he pulls back into cover. Rounds out. Well, splash for 137, but it's something. We're 5 up on the enemy at the moment. Our team is not really making a move to take advantage of that. And I think that's the reason why this game is still going. And we've only got less than 5 minutes to go now. None of them want to actually lose any their hit points. And we might have a shot here on the AMX M451. Rounds out. Well, he managed to get something out of it, 232. But somebody does need to make a move, because if they don't, then this game is going to end with a draw. We're not getting any progress. We're now only 3 up on the enemy. Okay, we might be able to get a splash kill on the Kunstpanzer. We only need to drop the shell into that little slot right next door to him. It's a little drop in the road there. You can't see it on this perspective. That Biz 55's just around the corner. There's the Kunstpanzer. He's gone. Okay, the Lion, who was in the south, has now come up to the north, and he's taken out the BZ-75. Rounds out. Bit of splash on the Lion. Now we do have a BZ-58 too, and now he's gone. So things are starting to fall apart on our team because those guys wouldn't move. It's now making it more difficult for CL1CKER, and he's having to move from the cap area, because if he stays around, he's more likely to get taken out by the Biz-55 or the Lion. In fact, by getting closer to the enemy, he's hoping that he might actually be able to push his teammates rather, to get some action. He might also be able to get a better angle on the AMX in the center. You might want to consider that, but look at these guys first. Striv. Rounds out. Direct hit. 369. Our guys need to get a move on. They can't afford to sit around. It's coming up to the 2 minutes horn. 2 minute warning. The Striv's a one shot. And the Striv's gone. TVP got him. Now, can we get an angle on this AMX? Our TVP's moving up to try and get a shot on him. Well, there was, yep, he managed to get it. The AMX M451's down, but only by virtue of the fact that he managed to strip away enough hit points for the TVP to get a kill shot out of it. We've still got a T95 there. The enemy Arty, the 212A, is making a move away from his cap site as well. And the Lion is headed for our cap area. Rounds out. Oh, big hit. 298. That was useful. And our teammates are now getting in there. And the T12A has been taken out. The enemy T95's been taken out. There's only two enemies left, the Biz-55 and the Lion. But we've only got 1 minute 10 seconds left on the clock. And if they don't move on it soon... Okay, now he can take out this Biz-55 with one shot. He's placed it next door to him. Rounds out. He moves forward. And he takes the kill. So there's only one enemy left now, the Lion. But he's got 5 kills. And he's in the north.
Moving to support your position.
Okay. From this position, he should stay here and just pump the rounds in as fast as he can. He might not have enough time to fire 2 more rounds, just 1 maybe. Okay, he's loaded. Rounds out. Gets a hit, 403. This could go down to the wire. The Lion's in sight. They should be able to kill him. And we've almost capped out. And we have capped out to win. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was another ace tanker game for CL1CKER in the FV3805. He managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 13. He got a Gauze medal for doing more damage, exceeding 8 times the hit points of his own vehicle. And he got a Confederate again by, well, hitting all of the enemy except for one tank, which he actually took out the Biz-55 with a nearby shot. Yes, so he did get a Confederate. Let's have a look at the team score. Well, in this game, he didn't get the highest damage, but he came very close to getting it. 4,774 went to the BZ-75 in our team. Second highest damage went to CL1CKER with 4,264, mostly down to the fact that his teammates just wouldn't move on the enemy. So actually, CL1CKER was the one who was picking up most of the hit points every time he fired. And the third highest damage went to the Heshbarn, 4,052 hit points of damage. When it came to kills, it was the BZ-75 who did the best on our team, but the Lion managed to get 5 kills in that game. 4 kills went to the BZ-75, as I said. 3 kills went to the TVP T5051, and we can see that CL1CKER only got the 1 kill, but that actually helps him to get the Confederate. And when it came to base XP, yep, CL1CKER's got that one. 1,227 went to him, 1,093 went to the BZ-75, and 976 went to the Leopard prototype. he fired 21 rounds. You saw in the last game, he actually only fired 8, but he actually got a really high score on base XP simply by the fact that he was hitting multiple tanks each time. In this game, he was actually having to hunt to find which shot he could get the best out of, but he fired a huge amount of rounds in this game. You only get 40 rounds of ammunition, so was it 48? I can never remember. Yes, it's 48 actually for the FV3805. But even so, he still used up a lot of ammo. But as a result, he also got 9 direct hits, 21 splashes, and 4,264 hit points of damage. All of it at more than 300 meters. He damaged 10 of the enemy, killed 1, did 2,823 hit points of stun assist off 19 stuns. That's where I think he got the ace tanker. Now, he did earn a profit, 15,707 on a premium account, and he also took away 1,841 experience points as well. So yes, 2 great battles in the FV3805. First, the one on Pearl River, where he was actually hitting multiple tanks with V shot. And then the second one on Outpost, where basically he was the only one who was actually playing normally, whereas his teammates just wanted to play safe all the time and not to take advantage of the enemy's weakness. I hope you enjoyed both those replays. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.